Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I told her that. I was like, dude, I'm so excited for this doubles because I'm about to have like the most support I've ever had.
She's much more experienced than I am. I don't think it was an easy win for her, so it's very difficult.
The crowd inside the legendary clay courts of the French Open was expecting another routine victory. The lights were bright, the cameras focused tightly on the rising Serbian star Jovic, and commentators were already talking about the next round before the first serve was even struck. But hidden behind all the predictions, one fearless fighter walked onto the court carrying something far more dangerous than rankings or statistics: belief. Eala stepped onto the red clay with calm eyes, but deep inside, a storm was building. Nobody in the stadium knew they were about to witness one of the craziest upsets in tournament history. Every seat was filled, every phone was recording, and millions watching around the world had no idea that this match would turn into a nightmare for Jovic and a dream come true for Eala. From the very first rally, something felt different. Eala wasn't nervous. She wasn't scared. She attacked every shot like she had waited her whole life for this exact moment. The commentators suddenly changed their tone. "Hold on," one of them shouted. "Eala is not backing down." And just like that, the pressure started shifting. Jovic, the favorite, looked stunned. Every powerful forehand she fired came flying back even harder. The crowd slowly began changing sides. Gasps turned into cheers. Doubt turned into belief. And within minutes, the entire stadium realized this wasn't going to be easy for the Serbian star anymore. Jovic tried to respond with aggression, smashing winners down the line and charging the net with confidence. But Eala moved across the clay like she was born for this stage. Slide after slide, point after point, she kept surviving impossible rallies. One moment completely changed the atmosphere of the match. Jovic fired a brutal cross-court shot that looked untouchable, but Eala sprinted, stretched with everything she had, and somehow returned the ball perfectly onto the baseline. The crowd exploded. Even Jovic froze in disbelief. That single shot lit a fire across the entire stadium. Suddenly, chants for Eala started echoing through the stands. Fans who barely knew her name at the beginning were now screaming for every point she won. And Alex? She fed off the energy like a warrior entering battle. She broke Jovic's serve with a fearless backhand winner, clenched her fist toward her team, and stared across the net with ice-cold confidence. This was no longer just a tennis match. It had become survival. As the first set continued, the pressure completely flipped. Jovic's body language changed. Her frustration became visible after every missed shot. She started rushing points, arguing with herself, and looking nervously toward her coaches. Meanwhile, Eala looked calmer with every game. It was almost unbelievable. The underdog was controlling the tempo against one of the tournament favorites on one of the biggest stages in tennis. The commentators couldn't stop talking about her composure. "This is unreal," one of them said. "Eala is playing the match of her life, but for Eala, this wasn't luck. These were years of sacrifice, pain, and hard work, finally exploding onto the world stage. Every early morning practice, every lonely training session, every moment people doubted her. It was all pouring into this performance. And the scary part for Jovic? Eala was only getting stronger. Then came the moment nobody expected. At 5-4, serving for the first set, Eala stood behind the baseline, taking deep breaths while thousands of fans held their breath with her. Across the net, Jovic looked desperate, pacing side to side, trying to stop the momentum before it was too late. The tension inside the stadium became unbearable. First point, Eala ace. The crowd erupts. Second point, long rally ending with a stunning drop shot winner from Eala. The cameras caught shocked faces everywhere in the crowd. Jovic fought back on the next point with a massive forehand, but Eala answered immediately with fearless aggression. Then came the set point. Silence fell across the arena. Eala tossed the ball high into the air, served wide, and fired a crushing forehand winner that clipped the line. Game, set, Eala. The stadium exploded into chaos. Jovic walked to her chair, shaking her head in frustration, while Eala received a standing ovation from fans who couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. Social media instantly went crazy. Clips of Eala's winners started spreading everywhere. Biggest upset alert. One commentator screamed live on air. Even tennis legends watching from home began reacting online. Nobody expected this level from the young Filipina star, but now the entire world was paying attention. And the scary truth for Jovic was simple. The match wasn't over yet. Eala had taken the first punch, but now she wanted the knockout. As the second set began, the energy inside the stadium felt completely different. Jovic was no longer the hunter. She was the one being chased. Every mistake from the Serbian star brought louder cheers from the crowd. Every winner from Eala felt like another crack in Jovic's confidence. But champions don't collapse easily. Jovic suddenly raised her intensity, smashing powerful returns and attacking the net aggressively. For the first time in the match, Eala looked under pressure. The rallies became brutal. Sweat poured down both players' faces as they battled point after point on the unforgiving clay. One rally lasted over 30 shots, leaving the crowd screaming after every return. Jovic finally won the point with a screaming forehand and roared toward the sky, trying to wake herself up. But Eala simply smiled. That smile shocked everyone. It was the smile of a player who truly believed she could change history. And right there, with the entire tennis world watching, the thriller reached another level. Jovic attacked harder. Eala defended harder. The atmosphere became electric. Every single point felt like a match point. Cameras flashed non-stop. Fans stood on their feet. Commentators were losing their voices. And deep inside that chaos, Eala was preparing for the moment that could change her career forever. Part 2 would decide everything. The entire stadium was shaking as the final games began at the unforgettable French Open. Every rally felt like a war. Every point pushed both players to their absolute limit. Jovic threw everything she had left. Power, speed, aggression, but Eala refused to break. Then came championship-level drama. At the biggest moment of the match, Eala fired a fearless winner down the line that stunned the crowd into silence for 1 second. Before the arena exploded louder than ever, Jovic could only watch in disbelief as history slipped away. One final serve, one final rally, and the impossible became reality. Eala completed the biggest upset of the tournament, collapsed onto the clay in tears, and instantly shocked the entire tennis world forever.